best of 5 between OpticGaming and Team ENvyus.
Who do you want to start off with in this series? You know, both teams pretty good. Who do you want to start off with?
Clearly. All right, we'll see as they get it started here. This first hill is going to be a big break, and Form's kind of watching that backside. We do see Nadeshot. Can he win this engagement inside the bile up there? He is actually going to end up dropping, and that's going to be 2 players right now down. Krim going to fall inside of that hard point as well. Watching right now, though, JCap. He's going to be watching this. They have basically all 4 players in and around here. They're going to be able to get a pretty good tally going.
Yeah, you know, Envy pretty much broke that setup right away. Optic spawned right next to the hill in this middle area, and they were able to break it and get those spawns. You saw Optic, they spawned out pretty far out behind that biolab area, and you know, they were able to spawn them out pretty far. But it looks like Optic took control of that pretty quick. Big kills from Formal.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to get a little bit of time here. It's going to be rotating, what, about 10 to 15 seconds. You'll see a couple players starting to rotate out. They basically left Formal in there by himself, and what works out nicely for them, they didn't send anyone with some like last-second pressure. So Formal's going to get all this time easily. He'll be the last to rotate. Now they're going to have a big engagement here for this next cap. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, you know, right there we were going on with people on the rotation, not able to pick up those kills for the OpticGaming team. You were going to have Merc start off pretty hot for Envy, 6-3, you know, in the hill, taking control of this game.
And he gets 1. Can he get 2? There's the second. There's a 3rd player pushing from up top. Bullets coming in. He is eventually going to drop. Now, these are going to be some gigantic engagements. Hill. JCap picks up 1. He's going to cover this backside. You see a player pushing from so. There's 2. He didn't see the 3rd, though. He's able to turn this player. Absolutely dismantles Nadeshot.
Yeah, huge play right there out of JCap. You can see how Advanced Warfare has played into his movements. I mean, he just plays so fluid, and he's always so, like, robotic, the movements from him.
Well, that's what's been fun to watch here. You know, it comes down, yes, to aiming, being able to use that right thumbstick, but more so in this Call of Duty, obviously, that kind of horizontal and vertical movement you're going to see out of these players with these new EXO abilities. There's definitely been a big skill gap just in the movement alone throughout this first event.
Right, you know, I think the skill gap in this game, that makes a lot of sense, Maven. That's a very good point, that you know, it comes from the movements and being able to use those dashes and those other EXO abilities to the best of your ability.
All right, and here is Krim. He's going to be wrapping around towards green here. We'll see as he's going to be watching. He's going to have an engagement here. That player might be above. No, he actually is low. Able to get 1 nice kill there, trying to break in. Needs a little help from his teammates, and he's going to get 2v1 there. Not able to pick up both the kill. How many times have we gone to Merc and he's been inside of the hill? Yeah,
I mean, Merc is just pretty much controlled all of these kills. Every time we go to him inside of a hill, you know, he's picking up pretty easy 2-pieces. You see right there, as we were just talking about, picking up a pretty easy 2-piece, but Clay in the hill as well, cleaning up Scump. You know, Envy trying to mount a little bit more of a lead.
And things right now pretty even across the board as far as the slaying goes. Nadeshot's got to get going. 5 and 10 right now, but he does have 2 captures to his name. You know, we saw he tweeted last night. He said, you know, I know I've been struggling in these hard points when it comes to my slaying. I'm going to get it figured out. You know, with the veteran player he is, I'm confident he'll get things turned around. But we are going to hop back on board with Merc, always seeming to get these big kills as he's going to go up the top. Green, nice shots coming in, but not able to finish up that kill. Nadeshot will clean him up. Formal here going to drop as well. 2 down right now for OpticGaming.
Yeah, but you see Clay and Merc rotating together. You know, they're always the first 2 that we switch to because they're always the first 2 on that rotation. You see Clay with an interesting spot up top right there. Tries to go with the ground pound, misses, but he's able to take out Scump right there. You notice Clay using double EXO abilities with that hover as well. You know, hover is definitely a great EXO ability for this map. You're able to hide up in some of those different areas on Biolab to get good height advantages.
Well, you know, we talked about the difference in hardpoint in this game versus, like, let's say Black Ops 2. I think it was you and I were outside talking to Killa. This isn't like a single anchor, one-man rotation holding spawns. It is a team rotation game, 100%. And you saw that in that first hill. They had basically three players starting to move together. You have to, or you're not going to get set up and get that early time.
Yeah, and you know, looking at the kills right now in the top right, I mean, Krim on fire right now, 18 and 11, leading OpticGaming. And then on the flip side, you have Merc, 15 and 12, getting all those kills on rotation. But you see the Krim bot starting to come alive a little bit, and this hardpoint's going to be huge. 3 straight kills for Krim. Can he make it 4? He cannot. He's going to get shut down by Nameless in Biolab.
All right, well, just under 6 to play. Lead is going to be the OpticGaming, just up by 5. You got to think, as poorly as they've been doing in hardpoint this weekend, if they can steal a game number 1, that bodes very well for the rest of this best of 5. But it's been so back and forth, so many lead changes right now. Scumpy, Formal, Krim, all inside of the hardpoint right now. You'll be able to watch that if you guys are watching at home. At the top right, you see a little symbol next to their names. You can see if they are actually inside of the hardpoint. I love that feature.
Yeah, you know, it's a great feature for the Codcaster, especially knowing we're trying to move through the Codcaster at such a high
I'm going to go to the guy that's inside the hill.
Yeah,
thank you, Sledgehammer. All right, now getting close to that 5-minute mark. We are watching the Krim bot. He was starting to heat up. Scump's going to fall. Formal picks up 1. Krim adds another one as well. Nadeshot picks up 1-2, and they're starting to mount the lead. This is about the biggest lead we've seen here for OpticGaming, getting close to 40 points right now. Add one more on for Formal as he is going to end up dropping, but in a matter of seconds here, we'll have the rotation. Now, it's a 60-second hill rotation, but because of the 1 second in between rotations, you'll see it gets off a little bit. As the game continues to go on, you'll see what the 5, 6, 7 points separating that minute in the rotation.
Yeah, you see Clay using all these interesting spots. He used one up on green plat and then up in this little circular room. He finds these little ledges that you can hide up on. They're great spots, you know, because you can run through that little tunnel and you can't look up fast enough to see him. So he has such a great advantage on that player pushing out. Yeah,
this is what we talked about. This is why we thought this team would be so strong. When you have 3 players like Formal, Crim, and Scump, they can put up such big numbers. Scump even right now, but look at Crim and Formal, 22 and 13, 26 and 15 combined. They're basically plus 20 right now. Incredible stuff out of them. But the lead right now is starting to disappear a little bit as this hill is being commanded by Envy.
Yeah, you know, Envy took complete control of this hill. Optic pretty much got there first. Envy able to break it, and we haven't seen Optic make a strong push since then. Looks like on the mini-map you can see they're going to start to get on that rotation for that next hill. They're all spawning there. You saw that few arrows, I believe it was Crim. He was going to go head towards that hard point, the challenge, but he's going to go try and cut off Biolab, but that's actually a huge intro kill. I believe that was Clayster.
All right, here's Clay. Can he get another? He will end up dropping a couple down for either side right now. This is going to be a gigantic kill as this is so close, all but tied up with 4 to play. Right now, Envy in control. Merc is going to drop. Can Nameless pick it up? He gets the assist, looks up top. He's going to drop as well. This is Frenzy. This is fantastic right now.
Yeah, you know, Scump was able to get up on top of that roof and cause a lot of chaos. And Nameless wasn't able to really get into the hard point because he was worried about, you know, Scump dropping down, and he just bought enough time for his teammates to be able to make a play right there.
Well, having a player on top of this one is absolutely huge. Whether you're talking hard point, CTF, whatever, you need to have a player on top of this base to have any sort of success in and around this hard point. Shots coming in. Criminal to pick up 1. Can he dash and pick up the second? No, he will fall. The lead change again. What is this? Our 10th lead change now we're going to have? Oh, wow, this could not be a better game 1, Matt.
Yeah, you know, this is going to go back and forth right now. And looking at the kills, you know, looking at Formal's KD spread and Crim's, they should probably have a little bigger lead by that.
Yeah, you know, they're really doing well. It's more of a balanced effort you'll see across. Actually, no one really even positive right now for ENvyus. So they've just been doing a better job with those early rotations, getting that early control. You know, Formal and Crew having to come in, break into this for OpticGaming, but they are starting to pull away a bit. 20-point advantage. They do have this hard point locked down. But that was a big kill. I believe that was Nameless on Formal. He's outside the base. He's got 3 players from OpticGaming to work with here.
Yeah, but you know, OpticGaming still holding that left spawn very close to the hard point. You see one player, Crim's going to pick up right there going in. That was Nameless. Nadeshot just sitting in there, holding down the hard point, trying to pick up these kills. He's going to be pushed by 2 players. He's going to be taken out. Envy gets control again.
All right, and they'll be able to get what? This is something like about 25 seconds or so until we're going to see this rotation. So they'll be able to bring it back pretty close to even as long as they hold the rest of this down. But this next hill is going to be absolutely monumental. It's going to be a gigantic one for who's going to be able to take this one here. What are you thinking, Matt? Who's the player to watch down the stretch?
You know, huge plays right there from Clayster. You know, he's really turning up right now, though. I think if OpticGaming is going to hold on to this lead, you're going to have to see Crim keep going into what he's been doing. You know, he's just hit the 40 mark, 40 and 24. Absurd kills from Crim coming in right now. He's on a 3-point streak, but he's actually going to be taken out in the back. That's actually a very big kill. I believe that was Merc.
3 points separated these 2 teams. This has been so intense. We're on with Scumpy right now. He's got 1 low, 1 high. Going to end up mantling here. Going to push through. Not able to get through the doorway as he is going to drop. Now we'll see if Nadeshot can hold this top green hill. He sees the nades coming in from the left. Is he going to challenge or slay prone here? He's going to come able to pick up 1. He saw that other player there. I think a top cat. Going to lay here prone. Smart moves are getting the time.
Yeah, you know, Nade was pretty worried, like you said last night, tweeting out. He's very worried about his hardpoint game. This is pretty much what he needs to do, just sit in the hill and pick up these easy kills.
He doesn't need to drop 40.
He doesn't need to.
No. There's really not 40 kills available for him with these 3 players on his side, honestly.
Right, and even though, like, you see the players just running at him at the hill, most of his gun battles are going to be, you know, 2-on-1 engagements with the other players dying and them pushing the hill. So if he can pick up 1 or 2 of those kills, those are big, just to buy extra time.
All right, well, JCap going to get the final ticks there. This is going to be the final hill. This is for all the marbles right now here in this game number 1. JCap comes in, gets 1. Can he get 2? Tries the 360 around there and pick up the player over to Crim. He's going to drop as well. It's 2 down right now for OpticGaming. Envy trying to get in control here. This is where
the hover can come in.
Yes.
Yeah, this is where the hover can come in. If Clayster can get up in this corner and he can use that hover ability right there sitting on the ledge, but use that hover exo ability, you were saying, Maven, you know, he can hold that hill and he can also, you know, really make a tough spot for him to be
It's really hard to get a lot of time on this hill map because it's a central hill. Everyone just charging in, flooding, trying to contend. 5-point lead right now, 15 seconds left of the cup. Krim gets another one. Can he pick up more kills? He's desperately trying to find him. Matt, this is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, you know, Krim getting big kills in the hill right there. Going to come down to JCap, the only one in the hill for Envy. He's going to pick up a kill. That's Nadeshot picking up kills. And Optic Gaming is going to win this first map against Envy. Huge hard point for Optic Gaming.
I'll tell you what. In between games, they picked up Formal and Krim. You think it was a wise choice? Look at that. 41 for Formal, 46 for Krim. Yeah. Just an absolutely absurd performance from the two new guys, and they're going to take the game to run. And they won the hard point, Matt. What's
right. Yeah, no, that was the one that they needed to win. Yeah.